So this is an extra little trivia game show I cooked up because there was a lot of storylines this week with youngest quarterbacks dueling in the AFC, potentially depending concussion protocol, and old people. So I decided to go with old people, and this is a game called Old Farts. Old Farts. Andrew, are you an old fart?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Oh, what was that? What's that voice?
I said kind of. My little brother went to sleep, so I'm whispering. But
Oh,
yeah, I'm
okay.
kind of an old fart.
Oh, very good. Oh, but your younger brother is a young fart.
Yeah, he's like 24 years old.
Okay,
he likes to sleep.
Holy shit!
Holy shit, dude! Fuck yeah! You can wake him up. All right. So this in this game, I'm going to give you a category, and I want you to tell me the oldest. Okay. And I'll tell you what it is, but you'll only have 10 or 20 seconds to guess them correctly. You can have as many guesses as you want. You get a point per guess, but there is a time limit. Everyone understand?
Yeah.
And then a final question is a trivia question, no time limit, and closest to it gets that one. Andrew, you're going first. Are you ready, Andrew?
I am ready.
Okay. Andrew, in 10 seconds, tell me the 5 oldest active quarterbacks in the NFL. Go.
Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Philip Rivers, Chad Henne.
Time. We mentioned all of these except the one on the podcast. I think you got Breeze, Brady, the 2 oldest, Philip Rivers, the 5th oldest. The 3rd and 4th are Ben Roethlisberger and Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I didn't know Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ben, Ryan, and Philip, all 38. Ben is March, Ryan is November, and Philip is December birthdays. Kenneth, are you ready?
God, I hope so.
Give me, in 10 seconds, the 5 oldest stadiums in the NFL. Go.
Soldier Field, Lambeau Field, SoFi Stadium, Atlanta, Benz.
Time. 2 out of 5. Pretty good. I wonder how many of these you've been to. Soldier Field and Lambeau, definitely the 2 oldest, 1924 and 1957. Next oldest, Arrowhead Stadium, 1972. And then the next 2 are New Era Field, Buffalo Bills, 1973. And the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, 1975.
I did say Ben's Atlanta, though I understand that doesn't count.
That wouldn't count in any sort of thing. So, Andrew, you are winning by 1 point going into round 2. Are you ready?
I am ready.
There are 3 rounds. Okay. Andrew, give me the first 10 teams that won a Super Bowl. You have 20 seconds. Go.
The Raiders, the Green Bay Packers, the Kansas City, the Giants, the Jets. No, the Jets. No, scratch that. The Bears, the Bears. The Dolphins. No, scratch that. The that's it.
And time. You scratched 2 that were correct. So you only get 3 points. Yeah.
I used to be able to recite all the Super Bowl winners in order, but I can't.
In order, not repeating back-to-back or multiple championships, it was the Packers, the Jets, the Chiefs. So you scratched off the Jets, so I didn't count that. The Colts, Baltimore Colts. The Cowboys, the Dolphins, you scratched them. Steelers, Raiders, Niners, and then the Washington. So, yeah, up until I guess it was 1990, there were only 9 teams that won the Super Bowl. So you have You have a slim lead, 4-point lead going into Kenneth's second round. Kenneth's, yours are harder because you are much more knowledgeable. This one is pretty hard. So here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready. And if you're listening, you can check out Clark the dog. He's made his final appearance on Goofballs. He's looking fluffier than ever, and he's very sad to not get to play the game. Let's give him a shot.
Check out the YouTube. Clark is adorable. Piggybacking off of that one, Kenneth, please give me the first 10 Super Bowl MVPs. You have 20 seconds. Go.
Ooh, Hank Stram. No, that's a coach. Joe Namath and then Bart Starr, Johnny Unitas, Terry Bradshaw, Rich Gannon, Bert Kreischer, Miami Dolphins, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Joe Montana.
And time. You got two. You got Bart Starr and Joe Namath. Honestly, you should have gotten at least one more. Len Dawson, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chuck Howley, you wouldn't have gotten.
No.
Jake Scott, safety, you wouldn't have gotten.
No.
Roger Staubach for the Cowboys, you had a chance. Larry Zonka for the Dolphins, maybe outside. But Terry Bradshaw, you said, but the two that won in the first 10 were Franco Harris and Lynn Swan.
Gotcha.
So, Kenneth, that's 2 points. 6-4 going into the final round. Andrew, you still got a lead.
I'm about to extend it. Give me some questions.
Love it. Here we go. I'm going to give you the choice. I'm going to give you a choice for the third round, Mr. Fucking Cocky. Here we go. Do you want, Kenneth, can you take off your headphones so you can't hear the category? Great. Do you want running backs or coaches? Decided.
Running backs. Running backs.
You're going to take running backs? Okay. Kenneth, you can put them back on. You can put yours back on, Kenneth?
I should have done coaches. I'm so stupid.
Do you want coaches or do you want running backs?
Yeah, let's do coaches. Let's do coaches.
Okay. Here we go. That's what I wanted you to pick. Okay, Andrew, please give me the 10 oldest current coaches in the NFL. You have 20 seconds. Go.
Pete Carroll, Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, Bill Belichick, Pete Carroll, Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, Pete Carroll. No, oh my God, Marty Schottenheimer. Bruce Arians. Urban Meyer. No, he's not that old.
And time.
20 more seconds. Okay.
Okay. Kenneth, his category was oldest coaches. Going down from oldest to youngest, he got 4. Texans interim coach Romeo Crennel, oldest by far at 73. He got Pete Carroll next at 69. Bill Belichick is 68. Bruce Arians is 68. He got all those 3. You missed Mike Zimmer at 64. You got Andy Reid at 62. You missed Vic Fangio at 62. You missed Washington, Ron Rivera at 58. Ravens, John Harbaugh is 58. And Frank Reich of the Colts is 58. Honorable mention to John Gruden, 57, and Mike McCarthy, 56. So you have right now 10 points. You have a 6-point lead going into Kenneth's final round.
Johnny, do you think that if Andy Reid hadn't been fired by the Eagles, they would have had a much better decade?
No. In Philadelphia, you have to turn over or else no one likes you. And then if everyone in the city as big as Philadelphia doesn't like you, you don't like yourself. And it's a self-fulfilling kind of negative prophecy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Doug Peterson got out of there. Yeah, no Doug Peterson anymore.
Yeah, if Rocky wasn't fictional, he would have killed himself by now. Here we go. Are you ready for your third and final round? Besides the final round. Please, Kenneth, There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 active running backs over the age of 30. Give me as many of those 16 as you can in 20 seconds. Go.
Frank Gore, Le'Veon Bell, Adrian Peterson, James Devlin, Kyle Juszczyk. I've got Carlos Hyde. I've got.
Look up. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at my
What are you looking
microphone. I'm just trying to.
I'm not counting that time. I'm not counting that time.
Okay.
Keep going.
I've got Jerick McKinnon. I've got this is tough. I don't like being on the spot.
Yeah.
Peterson.
Like
I would have just
spot.
got Peterson, Gore, and Carlos Hyde are the only ones I think I'm very confident.
Time. I think if the categories were switched with she and the coaches, maybe you would have gotten more than 3. But here they are. Kyle Juszczyk actually 29.
Oh, okay.
29, barely not 30. But here they are. Oldest going down, Frank Gore, Adrian Peterson, Anthony Sherman of the Chiefs, Tywan Jones of the Bills, LaShawn McCoy of the Bucks, Alfred Morris, actually 2 New York Giants here, Alfred Morris and Deion Lewis, both over 30, Kenyon Barner, Nick Ballore, he's a Seahawk, Mark Ingram, Latavius Murray, Jamize Olawale, Brandon Bolden, Rex Burkhead, you got Carlos Hyde, and then Chris Thompson on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
I will say that's 16 names, and me as a guy who knows a lot about the rosters, specifically like current players. That's it. Like I don't know a lot. Okay, so I want everyone to know that I don't know that much. But for a guy that knows a lot about the rosters of current teams, like 8 of those guys are irrelevant to such a degree. It's like wow. That's how many players there really are in the NFL.
By name, I think you had a shot at 9.
Yeah, probably.
I thought Andrew would get less and you would get more at this point.
Yeah.
But right now, the game is Andrew 10 and you at 7. And once you know it, the final round is worth 4 points.
Perfect.
Worth 4 points. Andrew, can you believe it? All that work, and it's just down to the last one.
Only you, Johnny.
Only
you.
Me. That's right. Only me. Here we go. Final round. You say it at the same time when I say 1. I'll count down for 5, and you say your answer at the same time. Okay? To avoid cheating. Ready? What was the day, month, day, and year of the first officially recognized NFL game? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
September 4th, 1967.
1888.
You said 1888? What did you say, Kenneth?
1967.
Oh, my God. Okay, hold on. Let me get the calculator. Let me get the Siri open calculator.
I went with NFL AFL merger. Andrew went with the first ever football game of any kind.
Okay, 1888. Okay.
Were the Cardinals formed then?
1888. Okay, and you said 1967. Okay. Okay, the official first game recognized in Dayton as the first NFL game happened on October 3rd, 1920. So by 15 years, Andrew Grace, by the grace of G-D himself, you have won perhaps the final trivia game in Goofballs, a football podcast. Thoughts, comments, concerns?
Coming in this game, there was a lot of talk about how we didn't match up well against Kenneth Arthur, and if we played this team 10 times, we might win 1. And that was just a great night, a great performance by the boys on both sides, and just happy to come out of here with the W and get back to my family.
Two thoughts. One, if you picked running backs instead of coaches and I didn't let you switch it like you did very last second, you would have lost by a lot.
I would have lost.
And two, you were definitely thinking about baseball when you said 1888 and not football, not NFL.
I think that
The first forward pass in the NFL was like 1985.
To be fair to
Doug
them,
Williams.
they just had the 100th anniversary too, which is also just.
That's a big deal. You should have thought about that.
I should have known that. I mean, I should have known that. But I just want to say also about losing. First of all, I've heard my opponent's comments that he would have lost 9 out of 10 times. I like his candor. Just how I've never heard an athlete admit such inferiority before, but much appreciation to my opponent. He played a great game. There's nothing I didn't execute. I didn't game plan well. To be honest, I was just kind of, my head was in a different place all week, so I wasn't even really prepared in practice, and I didn't come prepared, and we lost.
Yeah, I don't think anyone listening wants to hear that much from a loser.
I mean,
Fair.
There's a weird kind of Hollywood-esque justice to this moment, because part of the reason the podcast is ending is I don't know enough about football, and and to win this last trivia, it's almost like the accusation that I don't know enough about football is actually true, but it's always nice to go out of there with a little flex, So, Kenny, I'm sorry I had to beat you so bad, dude. Sorry you had to lose, dude.
You had 2 rounds where you got 4 right. There wasn't a single round where Kenneth got 4 right. So
I did terribly.
It is a decent spanking. Have you been to Arrowhead Stadium or New Era Field or the Superdome?
I've been to none of those. I've been to the Bills Stadium that you mentioned. Very cool, and unfortunate that they are. It'd be great to see the Bills host an AFC Championship game with a full crowd one of these days. That would be awesome because they've got one of the best home fields I ever went to. FedEx, one of the worst. Jacksonville sucks. And Dallas, very cool. Denver, very cool. Seattle, very cool. SoFi Stadium, very cool.
Wait, Dallas is new. You haven't been to the new Jerry World, have you?
I did, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Very cool. Very huge TV in the middle of the field for everyone to watch stuff. The SoFi Stadium, they turned the SoFi Stadium, the whole roof is translucent, and if you fly overhead in a plane, there's a video board, a massive video board on the roof, and you can fly over and watch, I guess, the game or something. But
to all of our American listeners, don't go in a plane until at least October.
Oh, God. And yeah, please just don't try to fly it over any stadiums.
COVID. Well, that's the game I had.
Maybe that's going to have been our final sign-off. Instead of Cowboys sucks, COVID sucks.
Yeah, COVID sucks. That's the game I had. Andrew, congratulations. Big winner going off as the champion of Goofballs. Kenneth, I'm sure your overall record is much better than Andrew's. Even going back to the before times when AG wasn't on the podcast. So I want to say you're the winningest host in the history of Goofballs.
Woo! Well, you know what they say about the winningest person in the regular season who loses in the postseason? It doesn't fucking matter. So,
well, consider this the final game of the regular season, and you're going to the playoffs. And Andrew, you're like the Jets. You just
no. I'm Eli Manning, dude. I snuck into the playoffs and I won. I'm Eli Manning.
Oh boy, I haven't heard anyone so proud to say I'm the Eli Manning of something. No one really likes Eli Manning.
One of the greatest. Eli Manning's amazing. Have you guys seen his new Stella Artois commercials with Victor Cruz?
I would never seek that out.
I would not. How much is enough, Eli? How much is enough? That's my only thought.
It's like I've never seen someone that just looks like he deserves 0 Super Bowl rings, have so many Super Bowl rings. And it's only 2, but it's twice as many as he needs to have or should have.
Yeah.
I blame God. And by God, I mean the God that allowed the helmet catch. Because that's what Tyree gave it all to God. And so I blame God that the Giants gave Eli Manning rings, plural.
I'd say that's as good as any way to sign off on a very popular show. And, we had a good run here on PBS. And,
Andrew, 5 seconds, hot take. Last thoughts on God?
I don't know, man. The whole religious conversation, not religion. I don't know, man. It's just weird talking about it. Like it's just funny. I don't know, man. I hope everything's cool.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
I hope everything's cool with you, everyone watching and listening. Thank you, and good night from Goofballs Podcast Land. Cowboys suck.